still just about holiday season, and I know the pressing question on your mind is, did people in the 17th century go on holiday? Let me put your mind at rest and try to answer that, though it's not as simple as yes or no. Holy days, where we get the word holiday from, were observed and typically came with a degree of rest, but the common person wouldn't always get full days off. This depended on whether it was a major holy day like Easter, Christmas, and Whitsun, or slightly lesser ones like Saints' Days. These holy days, you will not be surprised to learn, were banned in the 1647 ordinance that also attempted to ban Christmas, saying that all festivals, commonly called holy days, were to no longer be observed and held. However, what may surprise you is this ordinance did actually formalize holidays in a more modern sense. The ordinance stated that every second Tuesday of every month was to become a day of recreation and relaxation for all scholars, apprentices, and other servants. Legally, they had the liberty to take at least that much off regularly. This obviously is not something we would be envious of today, and definitely seems like very little. But bear in mind there were no such thing as weekends in the 17th century. The only thing close to this day off before was Sundays. Nothing happened on Sunday. It was church or nothing. But the obligation to go to church and reflect on your soul and your sins did not make it the most relaxing of days. Something like this Tuesday off a month would have made a difference. This was the situation for common people, but surely the wealthy would have had something closer to holidays, right? Well, the 17th century was the origin of the gap year, or as it was called back then, a young gentleman's grand tour. It was strictly a boys' club, gaining popularity in the Restoration after 1660 and becoming essential in the 18th century. The grand tour was an extension of a well-off young lad's education. Having completed his formal education, he would go and discover the world for himself. This was mostly a European tour of key ancient sites. Grand tours could last anywhere between a few months and a few years, their education being an excuse to find some freedom from their family and have a whale of a time as wealthy and privileged kids in a foreign country. Travel for the sake of travel was very unlikely in the 17th century, even for the upper classes. Even royals were only really traveling abroad, at least, for diplomatic reasons. So the answer to did people go on holiday in the 17th century is not really.